Dude, you suck at this game.
Whatever, man. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Minecraft It Up. Today we're actually going to be looking at a mod, and not doing so much adventuring and more of the modding part of Hexxit here. As you can see, we're standing inside of one of the rooms of our haunted mansion as it is right now, because there's no lighting, so there's all kinds of shit out there most of the time. But today, we're just going to be concentrating on how to do the first part. As you can see, I have a couple books here in my hands I've been reading up on, and I've been reading on a little bit of Tinker's tinkering. So today I'm going to show you the basics, basically the basics. Boom. That's a good way of putting it. Okay, so first things first, grab yourself a crafting table. Now what you're going to need now is a lot of wood. Not a lot of wood, but enough wood. Now you're going to need a chest, a crafting table, and just a chunk of any old wood that's not been processed into planks. And we're going to be making these 4 mysterious items above it here. Now, the first thing you want to make is made simply out of placing a stencil with a block of wood. A stencil, by the way, could be made by, probably want to show that first, you derp, by putting a couple pieces of wood like this, and boom, you made yourself a stencil. It's really easy. I mean, to get this started, it really just doesn't take anything but time. And a stencil table, after you got a stencil table, the next thing you're going to want is a patterns chest. Which is you just take a chest and you put a stencil over it, and boom, you can make yourself a pattern chest. And if that wasn't difficult enough, if you thought that was too difficult, the next one we're going to be nailing is even more impossible, as you just need a chunk of wood. And then finally, you're going to need a crafting table, and a stencil will make you the tool station. Now, if you just put the crafting table in, you can make a crafting station. I did not know this for the longest time, but this will actually keep the items in the crafting table, which is neat. But, oops, I just made a second one, in fact. I was so impressed with it. Getting ahead of myself. But, now that we have all 3 of them, 4 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, we want to put them down in a particular order. This is just the way I find helpful. I made 2 part builders too. I didn't mean to do that, but who cares? First thing we're going to put down is a stencil table. The stencil table is what makes your patterns you use for the various other tables. So, it's the first step of anything. You put down a blank pattern, you go over here, you start hitting next, previous, next, whatever. The cycle through all the different patterns. There's all different kinds of patterns for all different kinds of items, which we'll go into later. Once I get everything set up. And then after you have these stencils in hand, I already have a fletching pattern. I have no idea why, but I do. That just happened to be the one I pulled out, I guess. The next thing you want to do is throw down a pattern chest. Now, if you put the pattern chest in here, is originally a lot bigger. The reason why it looked bigger is because if you put it back in there, you can shrink in it for whatever reason. I shrunk it just because it's different. And what you do in this pattern chest is you throw your pattern in there. Holy crap, imagine that. And then the next thing you put down is the part builder. So now you have the stencil that are used to make the parts, and the stencil place where you put the stencils. And then you have the place where you build the parts out of the stencils. So the pattern chest here, now that it's to the left of it, will connect to it. So you don't have to go into the chest and pull it out. It pulls directly out of it, which I think is neat. Now say we want to make a fletching part. It's going to go in one of these right here. On the left side here, you put the pattern, and you put some chunks of wood. But unfortunately, I don't think I have enough wood to make it, or I can't make it out of wood. One of the two, or it needs to go down here. Something. Well, maybe I just picked the wrong pattern. Let's try something else. I don't know why I picked fletching pattern. It's like the wrong, it's like, I don't even know anything about that pattern. It's a one pattern. I have no idea. I don't know anything about that pattern in particular. Let's start with something simple here. Pickaxe head, and we'll get, we're gonna need one of, no, where is it? We're gonna need one of these, tool binding, and a knife. Fuck you, tough tool rod. No, I need to go back. Sword blade. Wait, is that it? Yeah, we need one of these. Let's try making a pickaxe head. So we put the pickaxe head in there, you put the wood in here, and bam, you got a wooden pickaxe head for the exchange of one wooden block. Now, some of the different things will require a different amount of materials. So like this will actually have a little bit left over from that one block as a meteor hits the ground somewhere. I will always have a constant phobia of it actually hitting my house. Boy. And then finally the tough tool binding, which won't work. Okay, that's tool binding. Tough tool binding is the next tier up. So we want to get that fucking stick out of there first, don't we? Fine. Boink. There we go. We got a wood binding. Don't get your tool rods mixed up with your sticks, people. That is very important. Don't do that. There we have 3 parts here. In particular, this is just one particular recipe. The next thing, let's say the last thing really, that we're going to need for the basic tool construction here is going to be the tool station. And this is where you construct the thing. Now, since we have, you could also use it to repair stuff and modify, but we'll get to that later. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is pick the item we want to make. Now, since we have here a tool pick set, you click on the tool pick, and it will give you what items you need to put where. So we put that here, this here, and that here, and boom, it makes yourself a wooden pickaxe made inside of a tool station. Now, the difference between this pickaxe and regular pickaxes is the fact that it won't like permanently break. So like if it breaks after you use it, it'll sit in your inventory and it'll give you the ability to repair it. So you can take it back here, put it into here, and if you place wood under it, you could actually repair the thing, which is actually pretty handy. So like you could use it to repair, so you don't have to ever lose it. It's a good way of just saving it forever and ever. Not to worry about ever using it. So you put your patterns back in here and bam, that's what you get. That is the basic tool construction. The next thing we're going to work on is going to be a little bit more, not complex, but it's going to require some more prep. So I'm going to need to set up these 4 furnace here. Break up some decent amount of coal in each, maybe 10 in each. That sounds about good. There we go. And then we're going to start cooking. Well, first thing before we start cooking anything is we have to go over here, crafting station. And do you remember the 3 items I brought with us? Yeah, we're gonna want to combine these to make a very particular item known as grout. This is a very important item. And we want lots of it, so don't be sparing on the grout. That should get us started. Trust me, it takes a lot to do this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to want to stick this into the furnace and let it cook into grout. Because grout is what we're going to use on the next little book here. If we read through here, it teaches you about modifiers. And oh, there's so much stuff you can make using the tool forge, which is the next thing up we have to get. Now, in order to make it, though, we're going to need iron blocks and stuff like that. This teaches you how to make slime balls. Maybe the first one's the one that teaches you how to make what I'm after. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Damn it. I forget which book tells me what here. Yeah, here we go. Seared bricks. These are the foundation for one particular room that we have specifically set apart for. So we're burning that. It's going to turn to grout. Seared bricks, and then these seared bricks are going to... Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, it turns it into seared brick, and then we turn it into seared bricks, which is going to be used... We're going to use those seared bricks to make all kinds of different things out of seared bricks. This randomly tells you how to upgrade it, which is good, I guess, in the event that I need to know. Which I'm going to show you guys next time. Yep, it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode, guys. Just a change of pace after those last couple long ones. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. And when we come back, we're going to learn how to we're gonna wait for this stuff to smelt. We're gonna come back and we're gonna build ourselves a smeltery. Probably one of the coolest damn things in this whole mod, if you ask me, besides the fact of all the awesome items you get. The adventure aspect of this particular mod is more emphasized than the modding aspect, as opposed to some of the other ones in this mod launcher that I have. But, man, the smeltery is going to be very important, because we're going to be using the smeltery to make our windows. And we're not going to use these ones. Shit windows. Ugh, they're gross. They're gross windows. We don't want these. No, we're going to be working on a different kind of window. So, we will get to that, though, next time. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and keep watching, and keep being awesome, and I will see you guys later.